Welcome to this video. We will show you, or I will show you, how to create a snippet that you could use. So first of all, what is a snippet? A snippet is a piece of code that you can use anywhere inside of your programs to make you a faster coder. So imagine that you have a snippet for creating files or for creating a web server. Imagine doing that in seconds instead of those minutes that it's going to take you to type all that. So yeah, hopefully you can see the value of having a ready set of snippets for various operations just to make you productive and fast. How do I create a snippet within Visual Studio Code? Well, there's a menu option, right? So configure user snippets, and here I can show here I can browse my existing snippets. I have a few already, but let's say I want to create a global snippet. And let's call it JS Handy Snippets. You can call it whatever I want, right? Yeah, so here I get a lot of comments back. It's telling me here's a bunch of stuff that you can have. Now the interesting part here for us that we're going to use is this piece here. So what we want to do is to take this comment here, because that's a great starting point, uncomment that, and as you can see, it's telling us what to do potentially, and it already reveals what it's targeting. The scope is telling us what it's targeting, and that's JavaScript and TypeScript. It could be targeting other types of files as well, if you wanted to target Java or C# or Python, what have you. Scope is what it's going to target. Prefix is what I need to type. So let's say, for example, I want to be able to type console. Let's say I want to call it CL, right? I don't want to type anything more than CL. If I type CL, this should ideally show up. Now the body is a list of items. This is the actual code that's going to show up, and and description is what's going to be seen when you see a list as you are typing CL. The description is what's going to show up as you do that. So log output to console. These are positions. This means once you select that snippet, you're going to see how the cursor is moving itself there, and if you start typing, that's where you end up. And the next part, in this case, the $2, that's your next point, so that would be on the next row, which makes a ton of sense. So we're going to say that. And see if that works already. As you can see, this is instant and it just works. I typed CL and this just appeared. So here you can see on the right how it says log output to console, global use, console log. That's what it's gonna do. And remember those positioning, that $1, that's where we ended up. So we type test here. But let's say, for example, I have something a bit more complicated that I want to do. What if I want to do something completely else, like a regex? Regex are those, like, I can never remember those, right? So maybe I want something like this to say, and this is ideally what I wanted to type out. Now let's take all that previous knowledge of how to do the console log, but this time around, let's call it RG basic, right? Helps if I can spell. So regex, right? RG for regex, and this time around, let's switch those out and replace that with my code. And this time around, I want a positional argument. So I need to escape those, right? So if I want the quotation mark to actually appear, I need to escape those. You see, I'm interested in typing something. I'm interested in typing in my string. Potentially, maybe I want the ability to go in and change the pattern. I can do that too. So maybe if my next order of business after having created the test string that I want to test against, then maybe I have some requirements. So I definitely am not logging output to console, but I need to give it a good name here, in which I'm saying create basic alphanumeric match. Right, so now description is on par, and I can go back here and see if I can use it. So this time I'm tapping RG basic. I get it, 1 ABC, and if I want to now adjust my pattern, I can definitely do so. So that's your basic starter. I really urge you to create all those snippets that you know you're gonna need regardless of what language. Personally, I got a ton of snippets because I like to be fast, I like to be productive. Hopefully you found this video to be good and informative and a good first step. In a follow-up video, I'll show you how you can create these snippets and share them with people, because I've done that too for JavaScript, for C++, Node.js. I can actually show you one of the snippets that I created in case you want to know. So this is one of mine. I was able to create one of these snippets, but as I said, that would come in a follow-up video. So if you're interested to learn more about how you are successful in creating your snippets, definitely give this video a comment or a like, and I would really appreciate you subscribing, because I'm trying to reach out to as many people as possible. So hopefully I'll see you in another video.